Hello folks, and welcome back to SnowRunner. This is my own self-imposed hardcore mode. So things run a little bit differently in this mode. There are some things that I can do and some things that I cannot do, being that it's hardcore mode. And we'll get into some of those as we run across them. But right now we're on Lake Coved in the Kola Peninsula, and we're just going to pick up where we left off in the last episode. And I promised you that we would get the F750, so that is where we're heading. And I have the GMC here. And let's pull up a little bit. There we go. Excuse me. So why do I have the GMC here and it's loaded with this? Because I cannot buy fuel at a fuel station. I cannot buy trailers, because that's part of my hardcore mode. So therefore I must position repairs and fuel in certain parts of the map so that I can use them. I can buy add-ons for the vehicles. Oh shoot. Lost my truck. I was trying to turn my lights on. Ended up releasing the winch. I wonder why it took off so fast. You are going to need this vehicle. Alright, so as I said in my last episode, you can drive on the ice in places. Actually, probably about 80% of the ice you can drive on with no problems. It's that other 20% that's going to get you. So we're going to alternate between the ice. Oh, that was not preferable. You got to watch the ice, you got to watch the rocks, because they will hurt you. Okay, had to make sure my mic was turned on. So let's slide around here. Go ahead and cross our ice here, because this is a good place to cross. This area I haven't had any problems with breaking through. And we'll come around here, go around the corner. Easily. I hear the ice cracking. You can crack all at once as long as it doesn't break. And I've been anxious to test the GMC out here in the snow, since it has the all-wheel drive. My other playthrough I didn't use it much, because you can't find the all-wheel drive until you get to this map. And I did break one of my rules for hardcore mode. And I did come over here and get the all-wheel drive unit, because I think it's kind of ridiculous to have it this late in the game to get it, to actually make this truck functional. And we're going to stop here, shut the engine off, change my truck, because as you can see, I only have this much of the map opened up. And when I came over to get the four-wheel drive unit, the all-wheel drive, it is located up here. And that's all I did. I drove straight up here, I got it, and drove straight back. So I didn't do any missions, open up any watchtowers or anything like that. And right now we're going to use the radar unit. And let's go ahead and go back here and see how this thing works. So if you didn't watch the last episode, this is the radar unit that I went over and got. In my first playthrough, I didn't get it till almost the end of the game, because I didn't know what it did. And look at that. It opened up a lot of missions here. So let's get out of that and let's take a look at our map. And you can see how big of an area that it opens up. So it opens up all of that stuff in there, and since it was close enough, it opened up this one, which is the Foreigner. And let's see if it shows me what that one is. Nope, but I know what it is. That is the F750. Let's go back to the map. So that is where we're heading. And I'm going to get up there close, but not too close. Just trying to figure out how far up I am going to go with this truck. I think right here. So I'm gonna park this truck over here. There is a trailer store right here, and I can't buy trailers in this hardcore mode. It's one of the rules I set for myself. So I did in my other playthrough have a fuel tanker sitting here and a repair truck or repair trailer. So that is why I brought up this truck, the GMC, because that's going to take the place of the trailers that I cannot buy. So we need to get this up here, get these two vehicles set up, and then I need to go get the Voron that has a load of steel on it to fix a bridge. I need to fix that bridge so the Tatron can get across it, and go over here and get the Ford F750. And this had, in my other playthrough, this was a really good area to set up for fuel and repairs, because that it's kind of toward the middle of the map. And if I can zoom out here, so kind of toward the middle of the map. But in the upper part, in the lower part toward the middle of the map, I have my garage. Where's my garage? Oh, I'm backwards. Okay. There we go. Figured it out now. But it gives a good point over in this area where I can get fuel and repairs. There's something running. You're running. So don't want to waste that fuel. So let's go down here to the Voron. And I've also got the Tega over here, because there are a couple of missions where I am going to need to pull something. So I need something that does not have a crane on it. I believe there's only going to be one mission maybe where I'm actually going to have a trailer. Hopefully I can find one on this map, but if I can't find a trailer that I need, then I will have to break one of my rules and buy one trailer. One of my rules is I cannot buy trailers. I have to use the trailers found on the map. But I am not sure. I don't remember if there is a semi-trailer on this map or not. And let's go up here and mark my... Yeah, I'm heading in the right direction. Driving out on the ice, which is something I didn't do in my first playthrough till I was almost finished with the map. Because the first couple of times I encountered ice, I broke through. So I figured, oh, you can't drive on this ice. And it turns out you can. In a lot of places. And you can see what I was talking about in the last episode about the rendering. The rocks sometimes don't show up till you're almost on top of them. So it's kind of hard to navigate through them. And these rocks love to give you damage. So these vehicles are pretty good on gas right now. I'm debating whether or not to fill them up. Yeah, I'm gonna fill them up. Go ahead and fill them up, and then we're heading out to the bridge to repair it. And as I said, I know there's a couple of missions that I'm going to need these two trucks out there for. And as you can see, when it came to putting chains on the, or snow tires on the Tega, I went with the 4 wheels per axle instead of the 2 wheels per axle. Now if it's mud tires, yeah, those big balloon tires, 2 wheels per axle. I like those. But when it comes to getting in the snow, for me personally, I like the 4 wheels per axle. Yep, that was dumb. And let's refuel. And let's move it on out. Doop, 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 doop. What am I doing? Have to move it on out, but I can't go that way. And when we get to the other side, I'll show you why. That big crane there messed me up. So as you can see that way, all that concrete's broken up, and it is a pain in the butt to get through that. So it's much easier to just go through. What is this thing called? Thought it was called the factory, but yeah, factory. No, that's not it. Nope, that's dock storage there. Okay, railway station. So it is called the railway station. How far do I have to go? It's quite a ways. So we will just go through the bad part of the road up here. If I'm not mistaken, there are only 2 or 3 trailers that you can actually get on this map. I think there's a scout fuel carrier. Well, there is a scout fuel carrier, but that's over by the fuel station. And it is a mission trailer. But I'm thinking there might be another scout fuel trailer and a sideboard 2-axle trailer. Watch these rocks, because they will damage you if you hit your front tires on them. And no, I'm already close enough. You saw something over to the left over there. That is a lumberyard, so I can pick up wood there, and I will need wood for something. And if you go to the right here, you can get around there, but it's a lot of deep snow. It's much easier to just go through here. And we are going to explore this in greater detail later on, because there's a mission I have to go in there and find a bunch of points. There's our Tatran. Let's complete our bridge. And one load of steel does all of this. I think the missions are way too easy. They don't require enough material. That mission could have been 4 loads of steel, which would have made it a little more challenging. And change our trucks. And I know I've got damage on the Tatran, and I do not want to use any of the repairs yet, because I'm saving a lot of those repairs for... Oh shoot, and there's something I wanted to do. Voron. So the Voron's not going any further out here. It's actually going to go back and do some missions. So there's a fuel tanker out there. And I want to share some of the gas. So, yep. All I'm going to need is about, 20 gallons to get back. Go ahead and fill him up, because he's going to need the extra fuel. There's another bridge up here, and you cannot cross it because it's down, and you also cannot repair it. It's one of 2 bridges in the whole game that you can't repair. And you definitely don't want to go straight through there because that's thin ice. You go straight. So knee deep, and I need foreigner. I should have actually come back up the hill there. And if that had a couple of more where that big gap is, if it had the posts in there, I would try to climb that. I did try to climb it once, but couldn't do it. Back up here to the road. And was it that way? Yep, I think I need to go. I'm not sure now. I think there's a road over in here. Yeah, this road goes up and goes around. There's an old military place here, and we cut off to the right. So one of the reasons I want the 750 really bad, it is not a very good truck. The engine is way too small, and it doesn't do very well, but it carries a crap ton of fuel and repairs. So it holds its own, but like I said, it's just not very good right now. When the next map comes out, there's supposed to be an upgrade for the engine. And yeah, I think I could have followed the road around. That's where I have, no? Oh, that's where I've got to accept the mission. So I've got to go over there first. Forgot about that. Unless it is a one of these. Oh. So it is a task. So I've got to go accept it first. Or do I? I could pull it back that way. Yeah, I'm close enough to just get it, pull it back. So a little bit of indecision, but it's one of those things I'm trying to do it as efficiently as possible. And if I've got to come back that way anyway, then I might as well just pull the vehicle back with me. Save a little bit in fuel. There's also a tunnel up here, but you can't get into it. And I'm thinking that might be the tunnel to the next new map when it comes out. I have not watched any playthroughs of the new map from the test server because I want to do it all on my own. I don't want any hints. I don't want to know how other people are doing it. I want to figure it out on my own. And honestly, I think that's part of the fun of this game, is figuring things out. Which is one of the reasons why I don't mind using the radar unit in the beginning of the game now, because I have done almost all of this and opened up almost all of the map without it in the first playthrough. It should be over here. Up in there is where the tunnel is. I think yep, I'm on the wrong side. So there's the foreigner. And I was wrong, you accepted over here. So that must be the delivery point over there. Come on. Get up on solid ground. Actaeon does not want to climb up. So let's do it this way. I didn't do the mission, did I? Gotta track it. Yeah, actually I can pull it through here. And then get turned around up there in that wide area. Alright, so now we can pull it where we need it. So it doesn't look like much now. And it plays a vital role, and it can play a vital role in this map. And you just have to play it for what it is. It's not going to be the perfect truck. It's going to be slow, and if you keep all of that in mind, then it will turn out to be a good vehicle. So I've got to deliver it to the north camp, which is over here, which is where I have my other vehicles at. So I think the best route would be back the way I came. And then come up through here. Nope. Scratch that. Just stay the way I came. And there should be another road. Yeah, that one, I'm not taking it up that way. So it looks like we're just going to have to go around the ice. I wonder why it says foreigner here. That might be where the other truck is. So yeah, we'll go around the ice. And just might as well stay all the way around the ice until we get up to here. It's probably the best route. Pulling a vehicle, if I wasn't pulling something, then I would take that other way. But I don't want to do it now. Come on, give me a little bump. Because as you can see, the 750, it does run. You can't get into it yet, but it will help you along. You have to be careful though not to flood it out, unless you want to repair it. I waited too late. Excuse me, trees. Big vehicle coming through. So it is much easier pulling this with the Tatron. When I found it last time, I pulled it with the Lodestar. And I like the Lodestar a lot. And it does not do very well on this map. When it breaks through the ice, it's hard to get it out. How far am I? I am still a good ways off. So I'm actually going to have to take this truck back to the garage for a refit. So I might as well take it back with this one. And then get my repairs fixed, get it restocked. Yeah. See if there's something I can do. 80, 95 out of 120. Oh, I used all my repair points. It's a lot more damage than I thought. That's okay. Oh, and I knew I was going to go down in there. Try to skirt it a little bit. But it's not going to let me. Probably could have went around the other way, but might have been easier. And who wants easy? They have these trees spaced perfectly so that you really can't go up into the trees with this big vehicle. Because I would like to be able to ride along the edge of the ridge up there. I already passed it. So we'll go up and check out what that foreigner was. But I don't think that is the other vehicle. For some reason I'm thinking it was over in here. But it could be. It'll be worth checking it out once I get up here and get refueled. Get this one taken care of. Yep, a path right through there would be nice. Give me a little push. And it's not going to do it. Also, some chain tires will be nice for this vehicle. Oh no. Where I want you to go. I want you to go up. Getting close. Alright, it should be smoother sailing now. But now is where the Tatron will have some issues. Trying to keep it straight, trying to go over all these rocks. Tatron does not do rocks very well. There's no suspension travel. And rocks will throw the front end around. And it doesn't have much for ground clearance. Alright, so our reward is this truck. Get out of here without hitting stumps. So it's mine now, I can drive it. And I'm going to pull it back. So I'm going to check out that other one. So do we still have something that says foreigner? Nope, that is gone. Alright, so let's shut you down. Change trucks. Activate our radar. Because I'm thinking that other truck was around here somewhere. And this might show me where it's at. So I know I have a truck here I have to take care of, but... Oh, that's where it is. Okay. So, and that is... There's no actual mission. So let's go ahead and get that. And then what I can do is I will take the 750 and this truck back at the same time and get them both fitted out. And this is also the mission that I wanted the Tega for, because there is a maintenance trailer and I wasn't sure, do I get to keep that or not? New truck discovered. New trailer discovered. Yes, I get to keep that service trailer. So I'm going to need that. I also have to come over and get that load that's sitting there, because it's for a delivery. Now, change trucks. Out of fuel. I knew there was something. And it needs some repairs. Oh, I didn't fill up my fuel tanks. Well, crap. Oh yeah, I did. So now let's change trucks. Because I am thinking I can hook up to this trailer. I can. So this can hook up to the big trailers. Which I will go ahead and pull this thing out of here. Trailer and all, hopefully. I can get my dot over here. Too much weight to pull it in, because it does have the autonomous winch on here. And I think the next time I'm at the garage, I'm gonna go ahead and swap the winch out on this and get a heavier winch, because I've only had to flip this thing over one time the whole time I've driven it. And unfortunately, I don't have a trailer or a truck that I can hook to that maintenance trailer right. Oh yeah, I do. Got one right here. Forgot about that. If I can hook to it, I can repair. So the Ford needs 74. Go ahead and do that. And that'll be all I need. So I'm thinking I can get the Ford back. So diff lock is always on, and it does not have all-wheel drive. So I am not going to be able to get that one to pull this one. That kind of sucks. Oh, let's shut you down. And Catherine. Now I've still got to go find the all-wheel drive units for the F750. What's it doing? There we go. So it looks like I'm going to have to tow this one back. I'm almost out of gas. And the Ford's almost out of gas. Nope, too far away. So I'm winging this, making it up as I go. But what I can do is fill this one up, split the gas between the other two, and then refill this one up. It's easier than trying to back them up. Ford has a utility mount with fuel in it. What did it just do? Tatron. Actaeon has 60 gallons. And then change tracks again and refuel. That'll work. Everybody's got gas now. I could probably get away with getting the Ford down to the ice and then just driving across the ice once I get to solid ice, and then coming back and get the other one and bringing it down, and then that one, the Ford and that one can take off together. It's down here around that corner where that rock is poking up. It's mostly ice the rest of the way. I think that's the right way. Where is it? Yep. Because once I get it over to here, then it should be easy for the Ford to get back. So also got to remember it does not have chain tires on it. But if it can pull the other vehicle most of the way back, I'll get one out of the garage that can pull them the rest of the way. So let's give that a shot. Yeah, it should be able to make it back. And or it can just make it back on its own. And I will pull the other vehicle back with this one, because this one needs to go back too. I've got to restock it and repair it. Oh, and I forgot about that. Sometimes if you hit these ice chunks wrong, they will flip up and end up in your chassis. They'll cause damage and get you stuck. So anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to go back up and get this other vehicle we found. I'm going to tow it back with this vehicle, and I'm going to let I'll alternate between driving this and the 750 until the 750 gets stuck, and just let it take itself up. So when we get into the next episode, I will have both vehicles sitting at the garage and repaired up, and we will go look for the all-wheel drive unit because I need to get that vehicle operating. Might as well bring you back. You hooked back up where you belong. And then get you refueled up here in a little bit. And let's go. Turn that around. So that's going to do me for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what I need to improve on. And if I did something well, let me know. If there's something you'd like me to do in the game, try it a certain way, and let me know. And I will see you in the next episode. So until then, have a good one.